What's up, guys? Dr. Alex Spinoso. Welcome back to Medical Mondays. I'm sorry I have been slacking it over the past 2 weeks. I had 2 bodybuilding shows with the wife and I, Samson Productions over in Las Vegas, and then NPC USA's with Muscle Contest over in Vegas as well. 2 back-to-back weekends in Vegas. So I wanted to talk about something that a lot of the competitors are going to be going through right now this week, and that's the post-show rebound and a little bit of that sodium bloat. So a lot of competitors, their peak week, what they do is increase water at the beginning of the week and then slowly drop water down as the week goes. The same is usually for sodium. A lot of competitors will increase the sodium the 1 week out, 7-8 days out, increase the amount of sodium they intake, and then slowly lower the sodium or eliminate the sodium during the week. So what does that do and why do we do it? Number one, the increase in water increases the kidney filtration rate, increases the amount of water being extruded from your body. Number two, it also increases the amount of sodium being kicked out of your body. Let's combine that with increased sodium. So when you increase the sodium in your diet on the Saturday and Sunday, what you do is increase the sodium channels in your kidneys. They always say in medical school that water follows sodium. So wherever sodium goes in the body, water is going to follow. So increased sodium channels in your kidneys allows more sodium to be peed out through your urine, which allows more fluid and more water to be pulled out of your body later on when you go to cut down during peak week. So at the beginning of the week, we have high amounts of water, high amounts of sodium, and we lower that slowly during the week. Now the body is able to adapt to the lower water, lower sodium. However, the kidneys are still functioning at a high level throughout the week. This allows more sodium loss and more water loss. And this is how you dehydrate during the week. Now, either the night before or the day of, some competitors will even take diuretics, which works specifically on the kidneys to pee more water out and to pull all that extra water of the skin. Or they can use other types of softer pills, lighter water pills. They're called water pills, things like that you could get from CVS or Walgreens. Now on Saturday, usually nobody takes in water, or you take in very little amounts of water. Some bodybuilders will cut sodium, some bodybuilders keep sodium in, and depending on your coach, depending on what your beliefs in. I don't believe in cutting sodium because sodium is vital to muscle contraction. So if you're a bodybuilder on stage contracting, or if you're a physique competitor on stage contracting a lot of muscle at the same time, what's going to happen is that once you run out of sodium, you start to cramp up a lot. So I don't believe in taking out sodium completely. I lower the sodium, yes, but I never take it out completely. Now what happens after the show? Everybody goes out, everybody celebrates, you go and get your big, piece of cake that you wanted, you get your ice cream, you get your pizookie, you get your pizza, and then on Sunday what happens? You do the same thing over. You get more pizookies, you get more pizza, you get more food, and on Monday, you wake up with what's called a sodium bloat. So your abs are gone, it's nice and soft, your legs are sometimes a little bit watery, you got fluid in them, they feel a little bit puffy, your face might be puffy. So what happened? What happened is that, remember, water follows sodium. So you were very low on sodium, you were very low on water. You pumped your body now full of sodium because all that food that you ate was salty and sugary and sweet. And all that sodium went into your tissues. Now water follows sodium. So any fluid that was left over in your body or that you have drank on Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, now follows sodium into your tissues, and that's how you get the water in your tissues. Now at this point, competitors usually do 2 things. Experienced competitors will realize, okay, it's not a big deal, I'll survive, I'm just going to drink more water. Inexperienced competitors will end up like this. Yes, that was me about 3 years ago, one of my very first competitions. After getting off stage, I went out and ate. Then on Sunday, I went to a buffet and ate. And then I got pizza, and then I got ice cream, probably consuming about 30 to 40,000 calories within 24 hours. Now, I didn't drink any water. So what happened? All that sodium went into my tissues. Water followed sodium. So I got severely dehydrated organs. My head hurt because my brain was suffocating from the lack of fluid going to my brain. My kidneys hurt. All the fluid, my skin hurt because all the fluid was going into my skin, stretching my skin. And what I thought was, oh, I'm retaining water, I'll take more diuretics. No, do not take more diuretics. Do not lower your water. What you need to do is increase that. So I lowered my water, I lowered my diuretics. It got even worse, and I ended up in my own ER getting fluids and diuresis to make sure my kidneys didn't fail. Now, this has happened with a ton of bodybuilders and a ton of physique competitors, bikini competitors. So how do you combat that this week? Number one, keep your wits about you. You cannot gain 10 pounds of fat in 1 to 2 days. So even though your scale says that you're 10 pounds up from your stage weight, it is not fat. It is mostly water. Just remember that. It is mostly water. Do not freak out. Do not diurese yourself. The next step is to get water in. Start drinking, again, 1 gallon to 2 gallons of water a day to help flush all that extra sodium out of the body. Do not take diuretics because you're going to dehydrate yourself even worse. It's going to get even worse. Number 3, reverse diet. So you ate all the crap Saturday night. You ate some crap Sunday. Get back on your diet this week for at least a week. Better to do 2 to 3 weeks after a competition. Back on the diet hardcore. Because if you get back on the diet hardcore, your body is so anabolic right now, so able to produce muscle, you will actually gain a significant amount of muscle in the next 2 to 3 weeks if you really stay on your diet and really stay on point. Use those carbs wisely. So post-show rebound, remember, increase your water back to 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons for this week. Then you could taper it down to 1 gallon every day, which you should be drinking anyways the week after that. Keep sodium in. Sodium is okay, but increased water will flush that out. Do not diurese yourself even more. The water that you're retaining is because of lack of water, not because you're retaining water because you have too much water. Remember that. Drink the 1 to 2 gallons of water a day. By Friday, Saturday, you're going to look like you did before your show, the week before your show. That's as long as you stay on your diet. And lastly, remember to really stay on your diet 2 to 3 weeks afterwards. That will produce a lot more muscle mass. You'll get bigger. You can work on those weak parts of your body now. Really stay focused, stay on task. Remember, it is not fat that you gained. I am 10 pounds up from the stage. I know it's water. It's not going to be a big deal. By the end of the week, I'm going to be much closer to my stage weight because I'm going to stay smart, not end up in the hospital, my own hospital like I did last time. Thank you for watching. It's Dr. Alex Spinoso. If you have any questions, comments, DM me, message me, text me, whatever you need to do to get a hold of me. I appreciate all your questions. Looking forward to next week's Medical Monday, and I will see you around.